Hello, Taurus. This is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts with your love reading for the first half of June. I hope you guys are doing well. General advice as always, so please keep that in mind throughout your reading and take from it what makes sense for you personally. Release the rest. This is part one of your reading, so if it happens to resonate with you, definitely stick around to the end of this video, as there will be a preview to the extended, and if you want to watch the whole thing, that's available on my Patreon page. Link is down below in the description box, all right? So I'll be pulling from these two decks here, the Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon and the Bella Rose Oracle by Maria of La Balanima 13, and I will, of course, clarify with my tarot decks. So what's coming up for you the first half of June, Taurus? Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know here for you? For Taurus. Alright, so we're starting off with a cold shoulder. Maybe you and this person are not speaking, or maybe you guys are arguing right now. You're giving them the cold shoulder. There could be no interaction here. But you see this person as your true love, or they see you as their true love. We do have an apology coming through here. Some of you guys could either be married or definitely committed in this partnership. We do have that ring right there. It always reminds me of a wedding band. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify this with some tarot messages. I'll be pulling from the Luna Tarot, which is my self-created one. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. What do we need to know here? What's up with the cold shoulder and the apology? Maybe you guys had a lover's quarrel. You love each other perhaps, but, you know, sometimes even though we love somebody very deeply, we can definitely butt heads and get into arguments. We do have the Two of Pentacles, okay, which, as you can see, could be somebody who's juggling. It could be juggling people. It could be juggling way too many responsibilities and not being able to dedicate enough time to the relationship. Okay, it could be that on occasion. So let's see what else here. Either you're doing too much or they are. I'm just kind of feeling here that somebody hasn't been able to spend a whole lot of time in the relationship or to dedicate enough time in the relationship, and somebody might be feeling neglected or just not being able to have quality time. Now look at this next card here. We have the Eight of Cups, walking away. You could have decided to walk away from this person because of some challenges in the relationship. Five of Pentacles is definitely picking up off of those challenges and the struggles that either of you have gone through. For me, this is coming through as two people who have broken up. You guys are not together. Also, perhaps Taurus, finances are coming up here. This can represent hardships, maybe financial hardships, or even coming from a place of lack, you know, where you just don't have enough, whether that's money or time with somebody. And it's interesting, you know, the cold vibe coming through right here. Somebody who's been left out in the cold and somebody who's been given that cold shoulder. So take it how it's making sense in your relationship here. What else for Taurus? Angels and spirit guides, please. You do have a new beginning, though. Ace of Cups. It says new romance, you know, but it could also be a new beginning in romance with the same person. Clearly, you're receiving an apology from this individual here. So maybe they are wanting to make amends for whatever happened in the partnership, whether this was an argument, disagreement. Somebody could be really remorseful that they didn't invest fully in the relationship, but you're being offered a new beginning here. So either you come back into union with somebody if you are able to accept an apology, or you decided to walk away, or will decide to walk away and just start over in love to be able to create a new beginning for yourself in your romantic life. Part of the problem too, now look at these next two cards here. Let me move these guys over. So you've got the Seven of Swords. Okay, so the Moon, the Seven of Swords, as you can see in this deck, they both say deception. So this is somebody who was either keeping things from you, they were dishonest, they could have been very manipulative, they could have been sneaking around, there could have been infidelity in this relationship. And so if you did decide to detach and walk away, they're now coming through saying that they're sorry for their actions. Might be a little bit too late, especially if you've already either entered into a new romance or you're just really not wanting to have anything to do with this person, which is why there's a cold shoulder there. All right, so let's go ahead and see what else we can pick up from the La Bella Rose Oracle. For Taurus, angels and spirit guides, please. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh, look at that, left out in the cold. Exactly. Exactly. So typical interpretation of the Five of Pentacles is exactly that. Someone's been left out in the cold, Taurus. So either that was you, or by walking away from somebody, you left them out in the cold. And that's simply being reiterated right there. Wow. Blinded in love and ignoring the red flags. All right, so if that's something that you can relate to, maybe it took you a long time to decide to walk away from this person because you love them, but there were clearly some red flags there that needed to be addressed. Okay, so let's go ahead and add to this and see what else needs to come forward. I'll be pulling from my new tarot deck. This is the Celestial Cosmos Tarot. And of course, everything that you see here is linked down below, Taurus. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus for the first half of your reading. First half of June. What else do you need to know? Strength. Some of you could also be dealing with a Leo here, but you know, this is about being able to tap into your courage, your bravery, your inner strength, especially, you know, I'm kind of feeling for some of you that it wasn't easy walking away, or that's not an easy decision that you have come to, that it literally took every ounce of strength in you to be able to walk out the door, to be able to decide, you know what, I deserve better. Look at this. You've got the Five of Swords, disagreements. Part of those disagreements for some of you might have had something to do with infidelity or trust issues, because we have competition happening here. Somebody was sneaking around and maybe you caught them, or you had your suspicions. That could have been the red flags here. So more than likely with this Death card, it's representing through this transition that there was an ending here. It came to an end, or it's about to come to an end. And you are in a position, Taurus, to start creating major changes in your life so that you can have a new beginning in love, because you absolutely deserve better. And this is something that you need to recognize within yourself, you know? Look at this, Three of Wands. Look at this, Seven of Swords. There you go, deception and betrayal. We can't make that stuff up, guys. It's presenting itself here. So you left them out in the cold more than likely because they were dishonest. They were doing shady stuff. Remember, Seven of Swords already came through. It's coming through twice that you have been dealing with somebody that was deceptive towards you. So take control. Make that decision to walk away if you haven't already, because they're hiding a lot of things from you. Okay, so they might apologize for their actions, or maybe you've already received that apology. But what I'm getting here is it's no longer worth investing any more of your time and energy in this person. Welcome in a new beginning, because you deserve to be able to find somebody who really can love you with everything that they've got, not just halfway invested in the relationship. All right, Taurus, I'll leave that there for part one. Stick around for the preview of the extended reading. And again, if you want to watch the whole thing, that's available on my Patreon page. And if you're interested in your own personal private reading, that link is down below as well. That's it for now, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care. We do have magnifying glass. There's this need to take a closer look at a situation. This makes sense for me. The coffin, a painful transition, and calling to soul mission, you know. And with cards like the Death card, it really is picking up off of that transition. It's not an easy thing to go through, but it's necessary. Okay, so let's go ahead and grab some tarot here. I'll be pulling from my 10 Yellow tarot deck. So let's see if we get some duplicate tarot references here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. So maybe I'm kind of picking up more so of a divine feminine energy from here. So maybe divine feminine, there's something that you feel the need to communicate to your masculine. It doesn't have to necessarily be a letter. It could be a text. It could be on social media. It could be a face-to-face discussion. It could be a phone call. Because you're still coming from a loving place, but that doesn't mean you're going to be a doormat for a masculine that you couldn't trust, you know? Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Somebody had way too many choices and possibly made some wrong choices, entertaining way too many options in love and romance. But this is also telling you here, Taurus, that you have choices as well. You have options as well. The very choices that they made, you're presented with similar options, you know, but this is you perhaps empowering yourself to make different choices at this point. And in order to do that, with the Hangman right next to it, I feel this is you letting go of old energies, old cycles, past relationships, and making different choices here. Let's see what else. And going back to that magnifying glass, you know, taking a closer look, I really do feel that you would be more deciphering of the choices that are presented to you moving forward. You're not going to be so easily persuaded to go in any direction. You're going to take your time.